Welcome to History to Go. Today's episode is about the history of agriculture. Let's begin. The first signs of the roots of agriculture emerged when about 100,000 years ago humans began to consume wild grain as part of their diet. They did not grow the grain, they only gathered it as part of their hunter-gatherer lifestyle. One of the first pieces of evidence of true agriculture was observed in Israel, where evidence of ancient barley and oats were found near the Sea of Galilee. Farmers began growing rice in China in 11,000 BC, 13,000 years ago. Near the same time, sheep were domesticated in Mesopotamia. About 1,000 years later, Europeans began to domesticate wild boar, slowly selectively breeding them into the pigs we know today. By about 3000 BC, ancient Mexico, Peru, Argentina, the Mediterranean, the Middle East, Ethiopia, Central Asia, India, Malaysia, China, and Papua New Guinea all practiced some form of agriculture. Many civilizations, including Mesopotamia and Egypt, adapted to an agricultural-based lifestyle, living near rivers where there was a large water supply for livestock and crops. Agriculture allowed these civilizations to begin to grow in one area, and thus cities were founded, and the age of hunter-gatherers began to come to a close. In Asia, rice became a food staple as well, because it was an easy-to-grow crop that was also filling to a certain degree. Farming also formed a class in society, farmers. In many civilizations, rich landowners would buy land and employ workers to cultivate and grow food on that land. Agriculture would open job opportunities, but farmers were often the poorest class in society. Take feudal Europe, for example. There, farmers were known as peasants, who were employed by landowners to farm, sometimes getting the benefit of a small area to live in, and most of the time, a small, meager wage. Many found out how to exploit this system. Agriculture is partially responsible for the rise of slavery. One of its forms in Europe was serfism, where landowners would own their farmers, effectively making the farmers their property, which classifies it as slavery. Another form of slavery, and most likely the most well-known, was in the Americas, where European landowners would sell, buy, and force Native Americans and Native Africans to work on their land for no wage at all, and the landowners would own them, just like serfs. Agriculture isn't all bad either, though, because during the agricultural revolution, and still today, it helped feed billions of lives, and without agriculture, humanity's main food source would be destroyed. During the agricultural revolution, synthetic fertilizers and planting and harvesting machines were created, allowing agriculture on a much larger scale. Today, all lives have been affected by the wonders of agriculture and how it's helped, yet also hurt our society. Thank you for watching History to Go, and consider subscribing if you enjoy my content.